What most men don't know is that ED is the first knock from cardiovascular trouble. So smaller arteries in the penis stop working before the big highway to your heart does, right? So when you silence that knock with a blue pill, beloveds, with Viagra and Cialis, you don't fix anything. You just turn the music up on a smoke alarm, right? And even worse, you start behaving like everything is fine. You walk around this motherfucker like everything is fine and dandy, beloveds. You drink more because Cialis will cover it, right? You skimp out on sleep because I got a booster, right? You stop going to the gym and stop training because your little blue pill still works. That's how men slide from a helpful assist to a mandatory crutch. Not because the drug broke them, beloveds, but because they outsource responsibility and they decondition the system, beloveds, that creates erections in the first place, right? And there's also a mental tax that you pay as well, right? So you start to become codependent. You start thinking like, damn, did I take it? I don't know. I can't remember, right? And then boom, right? Your arousal is chained to a capsule, right? So no pill, you get to panicking. Panic equals anti-erection, right? You just install performance anxiety as a ritual, beloveds. Congratulations. You are now a drug addict. That's right, I said it. Cialis, Viagra, honey pack, they're all fucking drugs, beloved. They're all drugs. All of them. And so erections, I like to classify erections as a skill of tissue, right? So endothelium, right? Your nerves, your pelvic floor, right? Like outsource the job long enough, you stop stimulating the pathways that keep morning wood consistent, right? So less spontaneous flow equals more reliance the next time. That's the spiral, right? So you drink more, you sleep less, right? You stop going to the gym, you lift less, right? Because you believe a pill will bail you out when it's time to GTD. You swap health capacity for event performance, beloved. The bill arrives as a softer body, right? So you realize like your composition it's not what it used to be. Testosterone gets lower, right? You even start to get like a shorter fuse. Now listen closely, beloveds, because if you're on this list of what I'm about to say, your priorities are messed up, right? And your life is on the path of least resistance, right? 2, erectile dysfunction are the ones who have accepted this as a lifestyle. So I'm talking about men with, diabetes, right? If you can't control what goes in your mouth, beloveds, pause that. You can't control the flow to your penis. High sugar is literally rusting the pipes in your body, destroying the lining of your blood vessels, beloved. You're trading a donut, energy drinks, red meat, Don Julio, right, etc., for the ability to perform. That is elementary thinking, beloveds. And then hypertension. We gotta talk about this. We talked about it earlier. High blood pressure is a physical sign of unmanaged stress and lack of internal peace, beloveds. You're putting too much pressure on the system, which means your arteries are getting hard and they're getting weak, right? Your blood flow is being choked. You have a discipline deficiency in your life, beloveds, and your body is charging you interest. Now we got to talk about this because this is something that can be controlled and fixed, but y'all don't want to control it and fix it. Obesity, right? So if you're carrying too much weight, you got an imbalance of hormones, and you really got some gut issues too. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to keep it on hormones, right? So you have an imbalance of hormones, and that's a fact. Your body is screaming, I have no structure. Excess weight is a lack of control that directly impacts your testosterone and clogs your system. You can't expect to be a boss outside you haven't mastered your own dinner plate, beloveds. That is one of the most controllable things in society, and it pisses me off when I see men walking around with these dad bars and these guts, knowing that all that shit pocketing up here is poison. But you know what? Continue to do y'all, because y'all don't listen anyway, right?